I'm Hiram Wiebel with Salt Lake Piano Service. Glad you could join me for this 4-part series on converting an old Steinway pedal system to a floating pitman system. Now, with the old system, you had a hole in the key bed of the piano that was just large enough for either a brass rod or some type of dowel to go through. The problem with that is that with that old setup, if you get any kind of grime, dust, anything in the hole, then over time it gets really gummed up and it's really hard to pedal. If you've ever played on an old Steinway and you'd feel as you're pedaling, the further down you go, the more resistance you have. It just feels like you're pushing through a bunch of gunky friction. Anyway, that's the feel that we have on a lot of these old pianos. And so the idea is to modernize them a little bit, do what they're doing in the new pianos, which is to cut a large hole into the bottom of the key bed, large enough for a small dowel to go through that hole and not make contact with the sides. A low friction system for the pedaling. It's a great, quick conversion that you can do. It can be done if your piano's not being rebuilt and you just have it at home. It can be done there. So I've broken the series up into 4 parts just to make each part a little bit less boring. So stick with me to the end of this short series. If you fit this category, or if you're a technician looking to make an improvement on someone else's piano, hopefully there's something here that can be helpful for you.
I'm working on this Steinway Model B. Serial number starts with 431. It's an older one. We've got a hole for the pitman that's just sized right, but that creates friction. I want to convert this to a floating pitman, so I'm going to show you how I do that. It's pretty simple. First, I'm just going to grab my kit. I like to keep things in a kit so that everything I need for the job is hopefully there when I reach for it. I'm going to put a large hole in the bottom of that key bed, so that's going to be significantly different. Then I'm also going to make a couple holes in the tray just right for the size of punching that I'm going to use. So I use these 2 bits. Let me grab my drill. Now, the biggest problem with this job is just the mess it makes. Other than that, it's not a big deal. But it sure does make a lot of shavings. Alright. So I'll go ahead and put my bit in the drill. And I am wearing safety glasses, so hopefully the shavings don't get in my eye. Usually I'll turn my head away from where I'm drilling so I don't run into a big problem that way with the shavings getting in my eyes. But this is the old hole here, you see. And this is just the trap lever to swing that elbow out of the way. Sometimes it's a little tight, depending on where they drilled this elbow or other things, but this one looks like we have a pretty clear shot at things. Now, the hardest part is getting your hole started. So I'm gonna, first of all, I want the drill running in the right direction. I've got to kind of get a start somehow. Yeah, I'm eating shavings right now. I'm gonna go ahead and stick a piece of dowel in there and just glue it temporarily. That'll help me center my hole. That's probably the fastest way. Sometimes I can just take a running start at it, I think, and it works. Or maybe I'm just forgetting that I always use the dowel. But we'll go ahead and grab a little piece of something here. Some glue. Maybe we'll use this smaller piece. Alright, so here I am. Oh, that's way too small. That's not going to work for me. Let's see. I think this stall isn't any better. Not much different there. Okay. Get creative on this one here. Use an old pitman. That should be like a tight fit there. And you know what? I don't even need to glue that. That's tight enough for me to center my bit in with the point of this bit, being that it's a Forstner. I'm thinking anyway, so I can center it. Here we go. Just about got it. It's shoved up in there a little bit. Try that again here. I've got a good start. Now it's gonna stay where I want it. I don't care that it's exactly centered in there. This hole's plenty large enough. There, I've broken through the top. And like I said, lots of shavings all over me, all over the floor.
Thanks for watching that segment on installing a floating pitman into a Steinway piano. I hope you found something useful in the video. If so, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what kind of content you'd like to see on this channel. And have a great day. Thanks.